Hello, I am Julie Smith. I'm the Development Director for the Workskills Foundation, and I am here with my co-host, Stacey Anderson.
Thank you so much. My name is Stacey Anderson, and I am on the board of the Workskills Foundation.
So we are here to talk to a couple of our good friends. We have with us Ryan and Sherilyn Butler.
Yay!
Hello.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi.
Thanks for being here today.
Yeah, we're super excited that you're here. We really enjoy doing these podcasts because it's helping people learn the work skills story, right? Some people know about this, some people know about that. And in the times we've been doing the podcasts, people are learning the big picture, which is kind of our goal. So let's start with you, Sherilyn. Tell us a little bit about you.
I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I'm a grandma. I'm a nurse. I'm a lot of things, I guess. A farmer.
Wow.
We live on a farm, and we have some chickens, and we raise a lot of produce and can and freeze a lot of our things that we raised. And then my husband also is a full-time farmer. I am a nurse, but I work remotely. I work for a health plan, and so primarily in operational support and technical support.
I'm going to ask Ryan this because I know that he wants to tell our listening and viewing audience, where do you live, Ryan?
Oh, Gregory.
Okay. Where's that at?
This,
It's Livingston County.
Out in the southwest corner of the county.
southwest corner of the county.
Okay. That's not close to Michigan State land, is it?
Sure it is.
Because I heard, Ryan, that you might be a Michigan State fan. Is that true? How big of a Michigan State fan are you?
Say, well, I have the inflatable, right?
I have affordable than I.
Probably more sweatshirts and T-shirts that you can count.
That's great.
How long has Ryan been with Workskills, and how did you first get involved with us?
Ryan first became involved with Workskills when he was in the adult transition program through the intermediate district here in Livingston County. And when he was starting to become closer to of age of 26, where he ages out of that program, we were looking at different opportunities, and one of them that was a good connection was with Workskills. And of course, at that time, I don't believe the art program had started yet, so he was in the shop component and doing things like stacking parts and organizing things in boxes, and that worked pretty well. But the noise level for him, he's very sensitive to any noises, and so when the art program did become available, or they approached him on, hey, we want to try this, that was the perfect fit because he had a different environment, and he loves music, he loves art, he loves that whole environment, and it's been a fit ever since. And I'm not sure if he started right when the program began, which was around 2011, I think, but it was pretty soon after that. So we've been with us a long time, and it's.
Thank you. And so Ryan was in his 20s, right? And because I, at my young age, can never tell how old anybody is. Ryan, how old are you?
40, but next year I'll be 41.
Wow. Happy birthday.
Isn't that crazy? I wish I looked
Yeah.
half that good when I was in my 40s.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Ryan, your mom said that you love music. What is your favorite kind of music to listen to?
Oh, I don't know.
Who's your favorite artist? He has a lot.
Why don't you think about it? And if it comes to mind, just shout it out, okay?
Some of your CDs
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
or songs you sing.
I have been at Workskills for 12 years, and Ryan is literally one of the first participants I remember meeting. Like, I love going to Workskills and hanging out with the participants. Ryan always has a smile. Ryan is always happy. Ryan is always very busy. And it just, in the 12 years I've been there, the growth that I've seen in him, just, it's amazing to me. And when I think there were all those years when he was also doing production before art. Like, that's cool. I mean, that's kind of a legacy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. And I love hearing that you can still try things. And then if it doesn't feel like quite a fit, then, and I've heard this from other participants too, that the staff at Workskills says, okay, let's try this. Let's shift it this way. Let's make it work this way. And it's, again, those accommodations to support and make these participants so successful that I think is so magical. Sherilyn, can you just talk a little bit about the journey, for Ryan, maybe socially and emotionally getting to where he's at right now?
Oh, goodness. He's always been very social.
Yeah.
He's
Yay,
always
social.
been very outgoing. And, throughout his early years, he was started out in the preschool program at the intermediate district when he was 2.5. And then was in a classroom here in Howell for a number of years, then moved to a Fowlerville classroom, but then was in some of the general education courses with his classmates. In fact, they just had not too long ago a class reunion, and one of them reached out to say, hey, I can take Ryan to the reunion if you want, because if you're busy, or, very sweet that he offered.
That.
But my husband took him and just kind of sat back in the background so he could still be out and enjoying himself, but still have somebody kind of there to keep an eye. So he's always had a social network, support from family, support from church, and stability, I guess, is the main thing that I see that's really helped him as far as be a secure individual, and he has his routines at home that he follows, and I think that helps with that security and helps him with his confidence that he knows what to expect every day with certain routines he has. He rides the bus. He, has his thing 4 days a week, and he enjoys it. He's up early. He's ready to go a half an hour before it's time for the bus, but he's ready to go every day.
Maybe he could teach us how to do that.
Honestly, that sounds great.
It's amazing. Yeah, he
We
loves
love
it.
punctuality.
Yeah. And I think the other thing that really is something we learned from him is that he sees the good in everyone. And sometimes that can be a concern, like to just have him out in a crowd, or so we're always watching and always, being a parent, to kind of watch and make sure that from a safety perspective.
Sure.
But I have never, ever, there's no worries. When he gets to that bus, they're wonderful and they're supportive. I know he's going to a very supportive, secure, and very well-run location, and it's such a perfect safety net for he and other individuals that need a purpose in life. And this gives them that ability to get out there, have that purpose of their job or whatever, whatever they, in their mind, they perceive it as. It may not be a job, maybe a hobby for them.
But you get a paycheck,
But
right?
they get a paycheck, yeah, which is great, and he brings that home, and then he chooses what he would like to get from that paycheck.
Oh, that's my next question.
I was just going to say, Ryan, what do you spend your money on?
Oh,
Picked out some souvenirs, magazines.
Inflatables, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Tell us about your inflatables, because I seem to recall you have quite a collection. How many do you have? Do you remember?
oh my God.
Asking for help from above.
Yeah.
Yes. How many do you have, do you think?
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving, that's 2.
Halloween, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
You just got a new one, so I believe that's 5.
What's the new one?
Oh, the big cat.
Oh, so a Halloween one?
A big cat that the tail moves.
Seriously?
That's my favorite.
Stacey?
Halloween is my favorite.
Field trip.
And then
I know.
Christmas is the
love
biggest
to.
one. And I think at last count, we had about 15.
Oh my gosh.
So you live on a farm.
I was gonna
So
say.
are they all in front of the house, or do you have like a lot of area where they are?
Just out in the front yard. Yeah.
Do you
He
set them all up?
supervises. Yeah. He
You
supervises
set them
the
all
setup.
up and position them? Do you enlist your mom and dad to help you? Yeah.
He basically tells Dad kind of where to put them.
That's perfect.
So we try to look for before snow hits and closer to Christmas to, a couple of weeks before. Because we have had years where we had to dig out the snow to then put them down.
Oh, no.
But we prefer to have, dry surfaces to put them up.
Yeah.
And then they're on every day then
Well,
during the
I know.
holidays.
I would think, and just from other people we've talked to, that there's a sense of independence, right? Now that you have, I'm sure you have I know you have friends at Workskills, right? And you go and you spend time with them. If I am ever doing a tour and we go in the art room, who do you suppose is the first one to say hello and go get a pile of his business cards and start handing them out like he's a blackjack dealer?
Yep. Smart. You're a hustler.
Yeah.
Sherilyn, can I ask you, had you heard of Workskills before you enrolled Ryan into the program?
No, it was through the adult transition program and his teacher at the time that introduced us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always love to hear, what the perception might be, and then all of a sudden, you get people in and it blows away any kind of pre-existing.
Oh, it did. And in fact, in the beginning, it was, okay, this is a program he's going to go to. It'll be kind of what I would envision as like a sheltered workshop, and he'll, go and do his thing. But it's evolved into so much more because it's social. And it's not just the things that he has learned to do over time that involved a task or tasks. It's interacting with other individuals. It's making sure that he gets up on time and follows his routine, and those other living skills that are all around that have just been wonderful. Like Julie, you mentioned how he's grown over time. And, and we've seen it too on how he interacts with individuals and how he just approaches things over time has just developed into, and it's all because he's in this program. And something that just on face surface of, okay, he goes to a program and he does art. It's so much more, and it's so multidimensional when you think about what else it has impacted, and us too, and our advocacy for this program too, because now over the years, we've become part of what I would consider like the family of
Thank you.
Workskills. Yeah.
Ryan, what are you making right now in art?
I'm making a bracelet, like
Like what Julie has on today.
Like
So,
the super colorful,
again-
springy ones?
Right, those people who can't see are at a
Yeah,
disadvantage
right.
if you're just listening. Imagine if you will. No, so I have purchased a lot of Ryan jewelry over the years. I said before we started that I could have put them from my wrist probably up to my shoulder, but Ryan really loves to make jewelry, right? And you do such a good job.
Yeah.
And then Christmas. Oh, can I just interrupt you?
Yeah.
8 more times.
Please, interrupt away.
I know Ryan has made a lot of Christmas ornaments that are beaded, right? Didn't you make the little trees with the wooden beads?
with the little trees, yep.
And Santa?
Yeah.
Cool.
And snowmen.
Yeah.
I have them on I have them.
I was just going to
I
say,
have probably a whole collection of everything.
I bet your friends and family love getting Christmas
Yes.
presents from you. They get the best ones. Yeah. And just, to remind our listeners and viewers and all of that, Ryan, you get paid for every piece that you sell. You are an accomplished paid artist. And how many artists can really say that,
Right.
I think that there's so many out there doing so much, but this is such a wonderful platform because not only can the world experience and love and own pieces of your custom art, but you get paid for it. And I think that that's really remarkable. You're a businessman. And that really, I think that's really special. And that's something really unique and special, I think, to our program. We all take ownership over the work skills.
We're all the work skills
We're
family.
all the work skills. Because having those pieces, and just for full transparency's sake, we're coming into spooky season right now, and I'm so excited to go and get Halloween resin earrings because they're my absolute favorites. Those are so special because those are made by you, and they're not just mass produced. So thank you for letting us experience your art and own it and touch it and do all those great things. What are you excited to make? Because I know we took you from art today, but when do you go back to art? How many times a week do you do it?
Just 4 days a week.
4 days a week?
And are you there just in the morning? I don't remember. I can't keep track of everyone. Okay. But you get yourself on the bus, right? They take you to work just like anybody else who takes public transportation to work. You do your thing. You hang out with your friends. What do you think of Michelle? Look at the smile. Yeah, so Michelle is amazing.
Darn
She's an
special.
angel.
Yes.
She has a title. I don't remember. It's like really fancy, but she's the one who runs the program. She is such a gift, and the way she works with the artisans, and there are people in there who have never done art, who didn't think they had any artistic talent, and that's one of my favorite things is they've never tried. Right? I mean, as an adult, I like to paint rocks, and they're pretty cool. If you want to buy some of my painted rocks, Ryan, let me know. You don't, trust me.
But he has the money to do it if he wants to.
But I don't have Michelle right there encouraging me, and she can see into the artisans, and she can tell when they're doing something they like. Well, it's pretty obvious to anyone that they're doing what they like. But she's just so good at pulling it out of them and giving them just the support and the encouragement they need to become successful.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think
that gift to find their gifts.
Yes.
That's a great way of putting it. Yeah, I think that rings true for all of the leaders at Workskills, that they can see through and find, what that gift is in anybody else, which makes us so special, I think, because you're providing the confidence and the support to individuals to see that in themselves, which anyone, I think, needs.
Right.
So, go ahead.
People ask me, what's the best part of your job, or what do you like the most? My list is kind of horizontal because there are so many things that I really, really like about my job. But I think one of my favorite things is watching people like Ryan succeed, and become confident and independent and happy and have, like you said, a sense of purpose. So it's not so much about me. And I think in the nonprofit world, that is probably there somewhere in everybody who works in the nonprofit sector. But at Workskills, it's exponential.
Yeah.
So, Sherilyn, you mentioned that you and Ryan live on a farm, and you grow tons of produce, and you've got chickens. Tell us about life on the farm and growing up on the farm. Have you been on the farm forever?
I grew up on a farm in Indiana, and then met a farmer in Michigan, and met him in Indiana years and years and years ago. And we've lived on a farm ever since. So
that's great. Ryan, what's your favorite part about living on a farm?
What do you think? Like seeing the chickens?
Yeah, to see the chickens.
Do you help out with chores, or like picking the vegetables, the canning, all of those things?
He's helped some with the picking, but he
eating?
excels at the eating. Yeah.
That's a gift as a mother of children who do not eat.
Well, and what we're so thankful for, all of our kids liked vegetables.
That's
so, growing up, they ate them all.
Nice.
The green beans, the cauliflower, the broccoli, whatever it was.
Ryan, tell us about your family. Do you have brothers and sisters?
No.
Yep.
How many
brothers?
sisters?
Jinx.
How many sisters do you have?
Yeah, two, then
And then one brother.
one brother.
And are you an uncle? Look at, there's the smile again.
Do you have a niece or a nephew?
6.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're probably the best uncle. Mm-hmm. Do you like to play with your nieces and nephews on the farm?
Well, and I learned this quite recently, I think. And I don't know if commune is the word, but it's not just you and Sean and Ryan there, right? There's more family on the farm?
In the farmhouse. We built our house and bought property next to the family farm.
Okay.
And then my in-laws have passed, and now my youngest son and his wife and son live in the farmhouse. But at any given weekend, everybody might be home. You know, my daughter that lives about an hour away might come with her family, and then my daughter that is 10 minutes away, but they all come, and then all 6 kids are running and having a good time. And of course, Grandma and Grandpa built a nice swing set outside for them, and better than their mom and dad's had.
Isn't that
It's
the
just
way?
funny how that happens.
You like to do social things. And I actually was thinking about this morning. Remember when we all went to Brighton High School and saw a High School Musical? Remember that? And your mom and dad were both there.
That's so fun.
That was great.
Have you ever been in a musical?
You have?
Yeah. What was the part you played? Do you remember what you were?
Oh. Oompa Oompa.
You were in Oompa Loompa? So you were in Willy Wonka?
Yep.
When was that? And how do we not know? And where are the pictures, for Pete's sake?
Right.
Back in high school.
No, in junior high.
Oh, sorry. My mistake.
Jeez, Mom. So did you sing and dance and do all the things?
Yes.
I might need your autograph.
Do you want to hear something funny? When I was a freshman in high school, I was an Oompa Loompa. In Willy Wonka.
Did not know that about you.
That was a long time ago, but yeah, I remember that. That's fun. What was your favorite part of being in the musical?
Did you have a favorite part? Singing or
The
dancing?
costume.
Makeup.
What was your favorite part, Stace?
Oh man, probably being with all my friends. You know, when you're 15, that's all you want to do. And so,
You're not home. Yep.
yep.
Fun.
Well, and this wasn't really planned, but I'm thinking, I was there, could you guys just do a little song and dance from Willy
my
Wonka
gosh.
while we're right here and the camera's running? I think
think.
everybody would like to hear or see that.
For sure.
Did the Oompa Loompas, did you sing? I don't remember if Oompa Loompas sing.
Ba do ba dee do.
Do you know the rest of it?
I got another puzzle for you. If you live in happiness too, that's why Oompa Oompa dooby doo.
Oh my God! Yes!
And this was from junior high. So this
Yeah,
is
junior high in Fowlerville.
so in Fowlerville, junior high.
That's another gift he has is an incredible memory for songs or college games, their coaches, what stadiums they play in, when they're playing. He memorizes the schedules. Also, like for the Howell Balloon Festival, he'll memorize the pilots, the name of their balloons, and where they're from.
Get
so
out.
when they lift, he'll say, "That's so and so from," and I'm just amazed
special.
by it.
Did you go to Balloon Fest this year, right? Have you ever been up in a balloon? Me either.
Well, my grandparents did once.
Did
Yep,
they?
you remember that, don't you? Yeah, they did once.
Wow. So who is State playing next?
I haven't bought him this year's book yet. I'm behind.
Who did they play last weekend?
We play at Maryland, and we play for the Athletic at home.
Are the Spartans having a good season? Are they? Who's your favorite player? Do you have one?
Oh, God.
You know, do you have a favorite? Who's their quarterback?
You could say
Who's their
anything.
coach?
I know.
Jonathan Smith.
Jonathan Smith.
I wonder if he's related to me.
Maybe.
Probably not. So you come to Workskills 4 mornings a week, and you just do art. When you were doing production, did you like doing production?
Yeah, I used to.
And did you get a paycheck from that as well?
Structure was
out.
different too back in the day too. Yeah, and over time. But yeah, they did. It was more of a regular out on production as opposed to in the art room, because then the art room is based on when things sell, which happens very frequently. So
Kind of does.
it's almost a regular.
Ryan, if there was somebody just like you and they were kind of nervous about doing Workskills, what would you tell them?
I don't know.
Come on in, I'll be your friend. Yeah.
And you want them to meet Howard, right? You like Howard?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody likes Howard. Howard's been there for a minute, like
Oh,
close to 40
I'm
years.
trying to think. Yeah, I think he was one of the first people we met when we first were introduced.
One of the things that I like about Workskills is there's so much longevity with staff and participants, right? So we have staff who have literally been there for decades, and we have participants who have been there for many years and decades. And it's always like we want people to be employed competitively in the community, but for some people, it's not a good fit. So you know what? Come on back.
Right.
And like you said, it's not a sheltered workplace.
Right.
But if someone is more comfortable and going to be more successful if they're at Workskills, that works, right? Like everybody's there because they want to be, I guess,
Right.
is if I were trying to make a point.
One thing that I would want others to know that don't know anything about Workskills or haven't researched is there is something for everyone. So parents like me that have a child that maybe isn't going to college, isn't fitting into society at large, and struggled through school or had some difficulties and is differently abled, there is a place there, and a fit will be found. Something that they can grow into and explore, through different things, different jobs or vocations to find what that fit is and where they can thrive
Right.
and grow.
Like it's not, oh, you didn't do that right. It's like, oh, let's try this.
Right.
Right. Like the
Right.
whole culture of the organization is, what can you do? What do you like to do? Right. Ryan, did you remember who your favorite artist is? Wait, song, artist, what were we going for? Either. Do you like rock and roll?
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite rock and roll band?
Oh, the Queen or the...
I like Queen. Yeah, he likes Queen.
Ah,
But he also likes Willie Nelson and country music and
I think being
just
on
has
a
a
farm
whole
you have
variety.
to, right?
yeah,
Right. Kind of comes
kind
with
of goes
the
hand in
territory.
hand.
Well, do you guys have any questions for us at all, or anything you'd like to put out there while you have a golden mic in your?
Oh goodness! I just encourage people to look into it, whether it be if they are looking for an organization to support. This is the perfect organization to support because of what Workskills does for the community at large, not just for the participants. It's bigger than the walls, I guess, is how I would
that.
say it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I love the way that you put that because you're exactly right. It's a constant partnership with businesses to fill gaps and accommodations and whatnot, and make sure that everything is copacetic from a staffing standpoint and then on.
Right.
And I think, the way that the foundation works is when you give to the foundation, you're helping to fill any internal gaps that,
Right.
might be there as we work to make accommodations. Not everything is going to be a perfect fit. And so when there's a gap there, that's where the foundation can come through and help seal that up and provide any kind of support we can.
And where else can you really see that? I mean, to me, it's magical what happens what happens there. It truly is.
Well, and I would say if anyone would like to find out more about Workskills, the corporation, the foundation, whether you're looking for services for a loved one, looking for a place to volunteer,
Yes.
looking for a place to make a financial gift, my information will be in the show notes. And please reach out to me. We'd love to have people come for a visit and learn the big picture, all the everythings that are happening at Workskills. It's really hard to connect all the dots, and there are a lot of dots. And I feel sometimes there are new dots daily or weekly or monthly. And I don't know, from a participant, Ryan, do you like it when we have visitors? Yeah.
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 Get to show off.
So come and meet Ryan and some of his friends. We would love to have you join us. Like I said, my information will be in the show notes. You can reach out to Stacey. She's everywhere you want to be. And
Don't know about that.
well, she's most places that I want her to be. I can always find her.
Julie's my boss. So.
Actually, it's the other way around, but it's okay. It's
Julie
semantics.
just tells me where to go.
Ryan, I think she's being kind of mean.
What?
Right. Thank you. So, Ryan, Sherilyn, thank you so much for joining us today. This was great. Thanks, guys.
Thank
right,
you.
guys.
Thanks
It's been a
again
pleasure.
for
Thanks
watching,
Thanks for asking us.
listening.
Oh, my goodness.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Such a gift. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.